Guys, I'm back, hopefully. I don't know if... It doesn't even look like I'm live here either. I'm going to give this one more shot. Am I on or off? It doesn't look like they put me back on, guys. This is crazy. I'm going back to my channel. Oh, we're live. Okay, we're live, guys. Let's see if we get everybody back. My people, are you still with me? This is super late. I just wanted to come back on because I don't like when they cut us off like that. It's because of the Poison bit. This is what they've been doing for the longest time. Even though it's super late. You know what we need is one of these. We need a little of that right there. Chris, how are you, brother? I know, right, Kyle? It's unbelievable. They keep doing this to the show. Right in the middle of great moments, we have like 30 people on. We're kicking it. And maybe, Kyle, I'm not really sure, but I think it's more about the fact that YouTube sucks. Like, seriously, people, they've been doing this to the Trump. Now they're doing it to the Real Talk show. Look, it's not really fair, to be honest. You know what's crazy? So I went... Usually what happens is when you guys stay on, I can bring it right back. I'll just go back into the feed. This time I'm seeing the photo, like the weird photo of me live. Let's just see who's on with us. Kyle's here. S and Gigs. Chris Donaldson. You know what, guys? This happens to be a new feed, so if you could smash the like button. Unfortunately, it did not attach to the old feed. Sometimes that happens, and then we could really kind of kick it off, you know. So anyway, I just wanted to come back on. Anybody who happens to see this who was on with us and got disconnected, hopefully you'll see this message. I had a great time with you tonight. This is a lot of fun. Amby's back. Let's see. We're starting to gather again. Let's see if anybody gets the notifications. I'm going to stick around for a minute because I just want to say thank you. Casper, how are you, my friend? Much love from Germany. You know what I have to say? Ich liebe dich. Ich liebe dich. Okay, Casper? Ich liebe dich. I love you. My wife is German / Italian, and she says that to her kids. She goes, Ich liebe dich. And I'm like, nice. And sometimes she'll say, Scheiße. No, she doesn't say that ever. See, I said I've never sworn on the show, but I kind of just, in a different language, just said something bad. I'm sorry about that. But you know what? We're in America, okay? We're in America right now. Most people don't know what the heck I just said. They're just like, oh, they said to go down and get a schnauzer. It's a dog from the pound. Look, guys. Look, guys, I'm just saying. It looks like we lost a lot of our friends that were on with us. We had about 20-something. 25, I think, still at friggin' 2:25 in the morning. And YouTube was like, oh, we played the Pelosi one. Let's cut him off. Let's cut him off before more people see how crappy Nancy Pelosi is. She is Pelosi, I have to say. So Ich liebe dich, my friend. So glad to see you. It's unfortunate that we lost that. I do see people coming back. Smash that like, please, because this one's got to get kicked off like the last one. We had a great crowd on the last one. It's too bad that we lost our edge, really. But you guys kicked this up for us tonight. You know, we are over 2.1K. That is unbelievable. You guys are amazing. And like I said, every day we just need to affect a positive change, one person at a time. So, Kyle, I love you. It's so funny. I have a bit I want to shoot where I could see these two people sitting in a room. They're like, look, yo, Rebecca, look, he's trying to broadcast again. Watch this. I'm going to freaking surround him with negativity. We're going to just firewall his show. He's going to quit any day now. I think it's going to be like Chong, but he's like not Chong at all. He like thinks he knows best. And he's like, I'm going to dictate what's proper for what the world should see. Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable, really. Yes, we do, brother. Casper, that's what we have here, my friend. So look, I'm going to play you one more face swap, okay? Because I wanted to make sure you guys at least know that I didn't jump and leave. You know what I mean? Like, It upsets me when YouTube does that. And same thing, Kyle's very upset. Jackie, yes! I was so hoping that you'd refresh and find the feed. I was hoping to line back in. Sometimes I'll tell you what happens sometimes, Jackie, just because so you know going forward. Almost on a daily basis, I'll be in the middle of playing a Donald Trump show. Or I'll be just finishing up a Nancy Pelosi episode. Or one about Joe Sleepy Pooper. He's a pooper, really. And then the show will start freezing. My computer shuts off. My computer shuts off. They have that ability. Shuts off. My screen, I'm like, what the heck? And then I'm in some weird, like, standby mode. Nothing moves. Works. Got to restart the computer. But sometimes when you guys stay on with me on the feed, by the time I get back and just push go, it stays in. It just didn't happen this time. But it looks like you guys are catching back in. I love it. What I'm going to do here is I want to play you at least one more episode, at least. I'm going to play you something quickly, though, before we play one of the final episodes of Trump Show, okay? Check this out. This is something that I think is pretty funny. It's basically what happened was Sleepy, and it was a Donald Trump thing. Check this out. If I can find it. Where'd you put it? You know what? I'm going to play you this, and then I'll play you there's a song from Pence that I have to play you. Check this out. What is this? I don't even know.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. We're going to join Donald Trump for his daily conference. We'll see what this is about. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a couple of things about Sleeps Over Joe. Of course, you know he's a bumbling Biden sleeping on his Joey futon, but he also has some very, very poor qualities as well. Like, did you know that he calls his Aunt Judy whenever he has a question? Did you know that little boys and girls run their hands up and down his legs? Did you know he likes to sniff the hair of little boys and girls and kiss them right square on the forehead? And he whispers weird stuff in their ears, too. I can't figure it out, but everybody seems to want him to be president. Of course, he doesn't realize what he's doing, and he forgot his name this morning. Look, all I can tell you is that Sleep's over. He's a friggin' mess, people. I mean, seriously, that's your candidate? You know I'm going to murder him in the square, right? We're going to have a boxing match in the square. I'm going to use his head like a bobblehead Joe. Look, we're going to have a bumbling Biden bobblehead contest, okay? I'm going to see how many times I can pop him in the head before he remembers his name. But I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk, I guess, because I don't have a show anymore. Anyway, we're still winning Big League. Not against the flu hot, but we're winning Big League against President She-Hole, Nancy Pelosi, and, of course, Sleeps Over Joe. So, have a nice nap in your Joey futon, Sleepy. I'll see you soon.
Guys, Daniel said it could be a video game PSU power supply issue with the computer. I mean, here's the crazy thing, Daniel. I bought this thing like 3 months ago. It's a Ryzen 7 9700 something. It's 32 gigabytes of RAM memory, right? And all I do is run OBS on here and internet. That's it. It's the YouTube. They just don't like what we're doing here. But yeah, Daniel, I wanted to make sure that I could stream at 60 frames per second for you guys, that we can broadcast every day and go. I push this out at like 60, 200 bit so we can get great quality. You can get the audio that you need to hear, and we can rock this piece out. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube, they like to take out the sleepy pooper pants. It's what they do. Did you see what happened here? This is kind of crazy, guys. I'm not sure if you saw it. Here we go.
So, Patsy, give me an update. What's happening out there with Hurricane Laura?
Mr. President, the first responders did tremendous. and they saved the day.
Latest report from CNN was that there was some violence, but it was mostly peaceful. Just like their protests in Seattle, in Wisconsin, and in Portland, really. I saw a great meme today. It was a CNN reporter, and this was real. He's standing in front of like some massive fire in the streets, like a car just blew up or something. And he's standing there, and the byline is, "There is a couple of explosions, but it's mostly peaceful protests." I just have to laugh. The left is just so desperate. We're going to win big league. We're not going to let them stop the Trump train. Sleeps over Joe, taking a nap on his Joey futon. He's a bumbling Biden, really.
You're right, Mr. President. He is a bumbling Biden.
Winning big league every day, for the rest of my days at least. Sleepy, sleep, sleep sofa. I like to sleep on my sleep sofa. And look, I'm writing a new song right now. It's called Sleepy Times with Sleep Sofa Joe.
I love it, Mr. President. Can you add a part about him being a sleep sofa?
It goes a little something like this. Sleep sofa, I like to put my head down on the sleep sofa. I'm working on it with a songwriting master. I don't know if you know the Real Talk program, but I'm going to write a masterpiece.
Now that sounds like a hit, Mr. President.
That's right. Sleepy sleeper sleeps. Anyway,
Mr. President, what if you rolled down?
a sleepy sleep sofa.
Yes, that's it.
We're going to work on it. Anyway, have a good night. I'll talk to you soon.
Ooh, interesting. Ambi says that you can't even say his name. I say Trumper. That works, right? Trumper. Look, it's the Trumper. Maybe I should just try to roll over it. So nobody rolls with the rump. Nobody rolls with the swamp. Look, you can't mess with the Duralagulaba rump. I'm going to have to come up with a nickname for him, I guess. Have I seen the Truth channels on Facebook? No. I'll tell you what, it's hard for me to watch other content because I'm always creating content. It's a weird thing. But it's almost like when I was writing music and I was on the road for 10 years, I didn't listen to any other musicians. I wanted to have my own ideas. I wanted everything to come from my soul. I wanted to come from my creativity alone. I didn't want to be influenced. I find that almost the same way with Real Talk since I started the everyday show. I used to listen to Joe Rogan 648 days ago, 649 days ago, 650 days ago. I used to listen to Joe Rogan. And then I started my own show, and I do 2 to 6 hours every day now. And I don't have a chance to review those 2 to 6 hours because I have to sell real estate or try to sell real estate, try to find clients on a daily basis. It's crazy. I hate that business because you don't get paid for the work until you sell something. So most days I don't even get paid. I only get paid when I actually sell a piece of real estate. And that now bothers me the more I think about it. Last year I worked 358 days and I closed 21 deals. Now I work in a very high net worth area, so 21 deals is actually a lot. But to work 358 days and only get paid for 21 of those days, that means I worked for 337 days without getting paid. Think about that. Or I could show up here, spend the entire day with the family, build this thing into the largest family of light there is on this planet, and spend the rest of my life with you, bringing you content. Because right now, this is how it works. I'll explain. I wake up in the morning, take care of my kids, bring Max out for a walk, come back in. I come down here and I'm now working on real estate. I'm trying to find a piece of real estate for one of my clients to buy. Most of the people take their time. So now again, you're working every day trying to get someone to find something they like and then want to buy it. And then now you have a couple month process before the closing. So anyway, all these things happen. So I'm there working for most of the day, trying to make sure my listings, that everything that I'm doing is proactive for my clients. Like one thing I do is I don't the way I look at it is this. People work here. I will always work here. I will always put in more of an effort. That's why when someone donates to me, I write a song for them. I'll do a celebrity impression for them. Whatever it is, I always want to add more value than they expected. And it's just because of how I am. I almost feel like I don't deserve it because my mission is to help this planet find the light. It's not something that I'm intended to get paid for. It's something that, I don't know. I think maybe it is, because then I'd be able to stop selling real estate. I still think I got to think differently. Still sell real estate. But if the family sends me referral leads, I get people to do the business, great agents to do the business for you guys, and then those people pay me a referral. And if I do enough of those, it would cover all of what I'm making currently by doing it by myself. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's the reason I started the Real Talk team. I started a team. I was like, look, if I get people to work with me and they're bringing their clients in and they're doing the work, they're getting referral fees, all this stuff, it would just be more business for the Real Talk program. It allowed me to do more Real Talk. That's exactly right, Kyle. You know what? I'm going to just continue to... Jackie, I want to do... Someone said something earlier as Rippy was here, Rip Curl. And he goes, you should call on DeMarfugel as Trump. Yeah.
Look, Adam, I need to talk to you. It's the team, man. Look, I really appreciate that you're always giving me such positivity in a world of crap, really. Look, Marv, let's be honest. Every time there's a story, it's a hit job on the Trumper. And I can't do any better than to just be the greatest human being that ever existed. That's what I am. Look, when my mother and my father decided to have the Trumper, they were like, look, you're going to be the second coming of Trump. And when people look at you, they'll say, look, it's the son of Jor-El. That's right, I actually was born in Krypton. Came here on a meteorite, and my parents claimed ownership of me at a field. And they said, wow, look at our son, the Trumper. He's holding up a car with his finger. That's why I beat coronavirus in like 37 seconds. Are you kidding me? Look, it was the easiest thing in the world, Marv. Come on. All I ever do is win Big League. I'm winning Big League. I've been winning Big League, picking up cars with my finger. I'm throwing it across the field. There was a guy who tried to punch me once in high school, and he hurt his fist on my arm. Yeah, no, it happened. And then they replaced me with Christopher Reeve. Yeah, they were like, look, let's just kind of replace him. We'll do a body double. Nobody will know the difference. We'll get rid of the real Super Trump. And we're going to put in this guy who just looks kind of prettier. Look, Melania will tell you different. She'll tell you the most beautiful man to ever exist, the Adonis. His Donald J. Adon. Did you hear the Adonis? It's in there. The Adonis is in there. It's the Adonis Gold Trump. There's a gold in there, too. But look, bottom line, Marv, is that if you could kind of get a feeling for where we're going in 2021, Pensy and I are going to drain the friggin' swamp. That's right. Look, Peloisen's going down the tubes. Yes, Shookity Schumer, too. We're going to take them all down. And I'll tell you, American citizen number one is Marfugel. Marfugel dudes, they're going to just be top of the heap because they've been giving it straight, really. And when the drummer can't get an actual positive piece of content out there because of the fake news, left-wing, National Enquirer media, we have to rely on the Marfugel news, really. So look, Patsy, did you look? Come here for a second. We're at Marfugel right now. Could you say something to Marf and his people? Look, Marfugel, just want to let you know how much we appreciate your support. I absolutely destroyed Kamala Chameleon tonight. And I'm not sure if you saw, she tried to say a couple of bad things about the Trumper. And I had to smack her down back to her San Francisco, her living room. Because she had a stupid smile on her face.
And she kept saying that Donald Trump hasn't done anything. He's racist and he's a xenophobe. I had to point out that she's spewing out the left-wing lies from the National Enquirer media. And we here at Trump International have done nothing but help the American people. And we're going to continue to do that in 2021 and beyond. And this president has done nothing but loved these people. And he's helped the citizens and manufacturing. And every American citizen has made $2,000 more from their tax cut. And Joe Biden, you just heard it from Kamala Chameleon herself, that they're going to completely repeal the tax. I didn't say that at all. Oh, are you just going to repeal the top part of it? Are you going to leave some of the mayonnaise on the bottom? I'm not really sure what you're going to do, Kamala Chameleon. Look, Patsy, let me take the mic back. Jeez. He's always taking the credit. Oh, so Jackie wants me to edit it a little. Okay, hold on a second. Ready? Let's get a little better. Ready? Buff, look, it's the T-Bat. That's right. Look, I'm just here with Patsy. We're just going over this, the guidelines, the YouTube guidelines and restrictions, regulations, really. We're trying to figure out how we can get around the algo, you know what I mean? Anyway, look, I just wanted to let you know how much we appreciate you helping out the TRROMEPQ. And also, look, the PIE and CPQBs, there are always good things going on there. But don't remember that Sleeps Over Joe. Hold on, wait a second. He's friggin' here in the background. I can't get rid of this bumbling idiot. Hold on, Sleepy, what do you want to say over there? Look, my Aunt Judy told me I should come on Marv. That they would give me a time of day to give them some good things. Like, oh, hey, look, hold on. My Aunt Judy told me when I poop my pants, it actually can grow like microbes. And perhaps that could help coronavirus. Sleepy, how the friggin' hell does that help with the coronavirus? Well, my Aunt Judy told me that it does. Well, I think your friggin' Aunt Judy's a mentally stupid person, okay? Look, Sleeps Over Joe, why don't you go take a nap in your Joey futon? Look, bottom line, Buff, you need to know something, okay? No matter who wins November 4th, of course, it's going to be TRROMPQXY. But if not, the Sleepy Pooper Pants is going to turn us to communism, first of all. Secondly, when I beat him in the square, rip off his arms and legs and throw him to the 4 parts of the planet so they can be buried as a ritual to the sun god for Wages World, we're going to see that people are going to understand the trumpet, the titterumper, I call myself, maybe sometimes. Anyway, listen, hold on a second. I got a point here, okay? It's only 2:45 in the morning, people. Are you kidding me? Donald J. Trump is... Can I call myself the Donald Rump? I've got to find a way to not say my friggin' name. Look, I've been saying it every day for my entire life, okay? When I walk around, they say, look, DOONNWPPR. I say, you're fired. Look, you're fired, okay? You can't. Can I say Emiliano? Emiliano, I could say that. They're not going to think Emiliano is anything. So, Emiliano, don't go near my gold toilet. Poison works, okay? Look, Marv, Poison is going to take away our human rights, really. She wants to turn us back into the Stone Age, as Joe, the Sleepy Pooper Pants, wants to go straight Muslim. I don't know if you saw. He's like, look, we're going to talk about the Muslim faith in school because it's kind of, we're all fundamentally the same. He actually says it more like this. He's like, look, I wish we'd talk more about Muslim in school because we're fundamentally, look, we're kind of like the same. You know, we come from the same stuff. You know, my Aunt Judy told me to rub my legs against the poop. What? Oh, God almighty, guys. Valerie. Look, guys, you have no idea. This is what we do every day. Oh, George, you're awesome. I love it. Every day we're just going to continue to grow because of you guys. I think someone should just clip what I did and send it to Marv and just send it to him. Say, look, you got to check this out. Because that was a good 10 minutes there that I did for Marv. Even if he wants to beep like a letter or so when I say it up. Look, I don't think they cut me for saying his name, but maybe they do. I mean, he knows better. He has like 3,000 people watching him at once, 4,000 people watching him at once, even more. I mean, I saw 4,000. I was like, holy cow. I think we had 63 earlier too, right, guys? We had 63 on earlier. That's the record. I think 73 is a record, actually. When Wages brought people over last time, 73. Jackie. Look, Jackie, it's very important that you understand that my body was built from a visual perspective of a Greek god. Of course, that Greek god is Mr. Pillowsworth. Oh, who the hell is Mr. Pillowsworth? I don't know. Hey, guys, look, it's Norm Macdonald. Yeah, I was on the Real Talk show. Yeah, I got a call from Antifa. Yeah, they were like, hey, Norm, we want to see if you want to do some real Antifa, like, dirty work. Like, I don't know, kind of in between gigs right now. Yeah. Hey, what about Artie? If Artie wants to come on, like, hey, I could give him a call. I mean, what are you guys paying? They're like, oh, we're paying. What do you want? I was like, I don't know, $500 a gig. Like, yeah, you got it. Artie. See if Artie's in, dude. I'm like, hey, Artie. I mean, yeah, man. I was like, oh, that's great, Artie. Look, I haven't seen you since Dirty Work. How you doing? I'm doing okay. That's good. Hey, Artie, look, Dirty Work 2. What do you think? I'm in. What do you think? Oh, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Oh, tell Mark I said what's up. Yeah, Artie, look, why don't you hang out with me? Oh, you're doing more coke on from your sleeve. Ah, yeah, it's fine. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. How funny would that be? Look, Marv, that's actually a body double you saw that got back to the White House and ripped off the mask. I'm still out here on the Adriatic Sea. Right now, I've got a beautiful Malatia. She's out on the deck right now. She's eating grapes from my toenails. I have them attached. Yeah, I've got that weird thing going on from the Guinness Book of World Records where my toenails are as long as... What the freak am I talking about? Oh, my goodness, guys. You guys just have to set it up. Just somebody clip out. Look, this is the second show at roughly, it's been 28 minutes. So from 18 minutes to 28 minutes, I did a bit for Marv. And he may not want to put the stuff on where I said the Trump's name, but I think that was a pretty solid bit. I may drop it myself actually tomorrow, just as a joke. Say like, I don't know. I just think I would love to do that with more shows. I'd love people to say, look, I'd love you to come on and do Joe Biden. I'd love you to come on and be Donald Trump. I'd love you to come on and be Christopher Walken. Look, I could be Owen Wilson. Check now. Look, Secretary Clearance John Ryan. Look, Baba Ganoush. Look, check it out. Are you serious? I'm just telling you. Look, Baba Ganoush. Literally, we will do anybody here. Okay?
Bob, I don't treat patients on vacation, Bob.
Dr. Leo Marvin, please, I need your help, Dr. Marvin.
Bob, I'm going on vacation, Bob.
Dr. Marvin, where you going?
Bob, I don't tell my patients where I'm going on vacation, Bob.
Dr. Marvin, can I please come, please? Look, I'm doing the baby steps, Dr. Marvin.
Bob, I'll talk to you when I get back from Lake Winnipesaukee.
Oh, you're going to Lake Winnipesaukee?
No, Bob, I'm not going. I'm going to shoot a clip for Good Morning America, Bob. Faye, I don't treat patients on vacation, Faye.
Dr. Marvin. Oh. Yeah, Rip is almost, okay, guys, I'm very sad about something. Listen to this. Last night, I went live at 7. I went live at 7 last night. At 12 o'clock, I was like, okay, it's been 5 hours. I think that's probably a long enough show. Have a good night, everybody. I stayed up and worked for like another hour and a half, right? I get a message from Rip Curl like 19 minutes later. He goes, oh my goodness. We were 19 minutes late. We had a love mob coming over to you from Marfugel. He was like, we were going to also host you on DLive. So I'm praying for that again because I really want to meet the fam. And it seems like every time we meet new people, they come over to this family. And this is the one family, I'll tell you, that we're always going to have our arms open to you. You know, I don't talk about religion much on this show, and I'll tell you why. Because they're all wrong. There are lots of pieces of all religions that are right, and there's a lot of wrong with religion. And it's because man got involved. It's because people have to have control over us. And if you search your soul, you will just realize that some of the commandments, maybe your own personal commandments, will lead you to the light. And I personally believe there are books of the Bible that never found the day of light, but I've heard about them. And even if I didn't hear about them, my philosophy would still be the same. The way to the light is however you can find it. And this platform is a way to the light. And I'll be here every single day of my life with you, just shining as bright as I can. And I truly feel, even now, we're talking about 5 hours in, guys, I feel the power of the sun just generating through me towards you. I could see it. It's a visualization. It's crazy, but I could feel it, and it just comes right through me and out to you guys daily. And I can't wait for tomorrow. Every day, I can't wait for tomorrow. And I have a weird way of thinking, just so you know. This is how I think about every single show. I've been here for 647 days in a row, and every show's better than the day before. Because this is my mindset. I come out here thinking I'm gonna do a better job than yesterday. I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna basically just put on the best show ever today. And tomorrow, I'm gonna blow today's show out of the freaking water. And that's how I feel about it. Every day of my life, I wake up and I say, wow, what an awesome show yesterday. Today's going to be even better. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be an even better show than what we did yesterday. The 6 hours and 9 minutes we did yesterday. This show's going to destroy that show. And I'm like, but guess what I'm going to do tomorrow? That's right. I'm going to take a sledgehammer to this thing, and we're going to be 7 levels higher. And that's how I've created Hammerlin Jameson and Dick Facce and the Donald Trump show, the Joe Biden show, the Robert Stack. Do you guys know who Robert Stack is? I can't play much of them because I get censored by the company who owns Robert Stack's material. But this is basically what it is. I'm going to show you one of them, and this is not the only reason these don't get censored is because it's not video. This is just a picture. This is what I did at the very beginning before I realized I can use video. I didn't know I can use video at the beginning. It was only pictures when I first started doing these face swaps. But check this out. This is just an idea of one of the things, and I have to pull it off a little bit in because one of the videos comes on from Robert Stack. This is Robert Stack, essentially. October 8th, 2020. Unsolved Mysteries. Look, the Real Talk program. I'm going to find one of them here because it's better when you actually see it. Here we go. Stack is back. That's a good one, but I can't play the one where you see the video of him. I'm trying to find the other one. Where did you go, Mank? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, Mank. You know what? While I find that, let me just play you this. Okay, I think you'll really enjoy this bit. Check this out.
It's Al.
Al, it's good to hear your voice, Al.
Why don't we give Jack a call?
We should call Jack. Let's give him a ring, see how he's doing.
Look, I'm gonna give him a call right now.
Hey, Al, how you doing?
We got Christopher Walken on with us, too.
Jack, how are you? Chris, Al, always good to hear your voices. I'm here, quarantine. Yeah, it's been wild. Georgianne and I were trying to find activities to stay busy, but honestly, not much to do here in Connecticut, where I locked down.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm really worried about what this COVID's gonna do.
I just want to be honest with you. We're screwed.
Who knows? The COVID is crazy. It comes after us all. You don't know. You have no idea.
How you feeling about that?
Not feeling too good about that, Al.
So, Jack, what have you been up to? What are you doing with this off time?
The Lakers aren't on. A little pissed off about that.
And now, no hoops.
So what are you guys been up to?
A script I'm working on. Yeah. It's called Trump Takes Over the World. I'm thinking about playing Donald Trump. Been working on the voiceover for it. Check this out. Oh, I'm Al Pacino. What do you think?
It's not your best work.
It's not for you.
I want to get back out there.
Look, we should do this more often. It would be great if we can somehow get out of these houses and meet somewhere for coffee, perhaps. Maybe a steak sandwich. But I can't leave my house. I'm in quarantine.
I get it.
Hey, look, guys, I gotta get going. Beverly's gonna be home soon. Kid's gonna be here. I hope you have a good quarantine.
Look, next time you're gonna have a Zoom call, make sure you reach out to me. That's it.
You guys want to have another Zoom call next week?
I'll make sure to be available. Yeah, well, it's always good talking to you guys.
I'll catch you later.
I'll see you guys.
Have a good day. Gotta go now. So long.
How awesome is that clip, guys? I love that one. Have you thought Fiverr? What's Fiverr for? They have Fiverr Pro where your talent, you can charge more. Really? Like, what do I do, though? How does, what, Real Talk, Blue Kool-Aid, Trinity Red, Blue Pill, Hi-Ho, Climber the Frog here, Planet X, Marfugel News have introduced me to strangers that I've considered my friends and family. I will never stop watching. George Rochelle, I'm so happy to have you in the family. And every single one of you guys, like, this is the craziest thing. I was trying to explain this to somebody the other day. Like, Sig is one of the original viewers of the show. Sig is the original connection to you. You may not know who Sig Sauer is, but Sig Sauer is a fan of all the programs you guys watch. And Sig Sauer was watching me. It was, I think, day 606 or 607. And I got a notification from YouTube. They were like, hey, we have an application from you filled out, but you haven't hit your subscribers yet. You haven't hit your hours for the year yet. And if you don't by October 1st, we're going to cancel your application. And don't worry about it, though. You can refill out a new one. But we've changed all of our guidelines, and now you have to go by the new standards, which is, I think, why Trinity is they're taking so long with Trinity, is because she's got to run by the new guidelines. Mine was run off the original application I filled out in 2009, guys. I was originally monetized, okay? One of my clips from Christopher Walken I did with Harry Carey and Christopher Walken has like 125,000 views from 2009. But I never followed up after that. I just kind of forgot about the YouTube page, and I got married and had 3 kids. And 7 or 8 years later, I started, not even 10 years later, we start up Real Talk. So whatever I have there from 2009 is pretty crazy. And I had 125,000 views on one of those videos. And a lot of great comments, and I never knew they were there until 10 years later. I went and I was like, hey guys, I'm live now every day for the rest of my life. Because a lot of them were like, hey, when's your next video? And I never saw them because I didn't have that email attached. It was weird. It was my old email. Anyway, it doesn't matter at this point. But lessons learned. I mean, I could have been doing this 10 years earlier. I started something. I did a couple of videos, and one of them went really kind of viral. I didn't realize it was a Christopher Walken one. And I never followed up. And then I got a notification once. They're like, hey, we're kicking you out of monetization because you haven't kept your hours up. And I was not even doing much, Anyway, so I'm at 295 on subscribers. After being here, just to give you full perspective, I went 316 days on Instagram and Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Okay. And that's what I did every day for 316 days. I didn't do YouTube. I did a couple days at the very beginning and then I stopped. And then at 316, I had an interview with 2 different people. And in my mind, I'm like, how do I get 3 people on my iPhone? Because I was doing everything from my iPhone for the first 318 days. I'd film myself right in front of me. I'd just be doing a show and it would be in reverse. And I was like, whatever. And then all of a sudden I have 2 people coming on my show. How the heck am I going to work that? And that's when I had the idea that I need to be able to have multiple cameras so I could have 2 different people on with me.
So, Petsy, give me an update.
Sorry.
What's happening out?
So I get this going on 316. I have this interview and it didn't work for the interview. I had to use the camera because I couldn't get it to work that day. But once I got this going, guys, it's just been YouTube, only YouTube. But the crazy thing is I gave up on 2,000 followers over on Instagram. I got over to 2,000 followers on Instagram, which is very hard to do these days. Started from nothing, started Real Talk, 2,000 followers, and I gave up on the platform. I hate Instagram. They don't let me broadcast on Instagram, so I can't do the OBS on Instagram. So I'll film the screen sometimes from Instagram, but same thing, they censor my program over there because it's owned by Facebook. I would put out the most ridiculous quote. I'm going to show you an example right now. Let me pick a quote. I'm going to just show you how many likes I had on the quote. And you'll be like, what? When you hear the quote, you'll be like, what? Are you freaking kidding me? Check this out. Ready? I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to go back into my feed. If you guys find me on here, I barely post anymore. Every once in a while I'll drop something. I'll throw a Donald Trump clip or something up, but I stopped. Let me just pick this one out. Here we go. Here we go. Here's a great one. Life is about letting your soul breathe. Life is about letting your soul breathe. I'm on Twitter as well. I'm on every platform, TikTok. Find me everywhere, guys. Just type in MARKPIRES Real Talk. But life is about letting your soul breathe. I have 2,000 friends, followers, 45 people liked. Life is about letting your soul breathe. Let's go. Let's find another one here. Here's another one. Let's see. What do you got? Oh, here's one of my favorite quotes I've ever written. Okay. Check this out. Oh no, this is actually all right. This is actually let me show you from the beginning. This is a little quotes thing I did. Look, we all have the same 24 hours to work with. Everybody's a nobody until they are somebody. Just watch these. Never resist the fire within you. It will light the way if you let it out. When you second guess yourself, you lose every time. Brilliant. I dare you to say you won't make it. I look forward to disappointing you. Step out of the box and do something that will be remembered. This is the only moment that you can alter. A smile has an energetic value that costs 0 to the currency holder. When you give the world your heart, you begin to find your soul. Helping others pays a different type of currency. See it, believe it, become it. "24 likes. 24 freaking likes. See it, believe it, become it. 24 likes out of 2,000 because nobody sees it. They shut me down on all platforms, which is why it's a brilliant thing that we are going to show them how much more powerful positivity and light is than the negativity they're trying to throw on the world. You don't think it's a surprise that all they do is have negativity in your up next? Not interesting that they've been censoring the cleanest show on the internet, a comedy show that literally showcases pure light. I say from the universe because I live in the moment. Nothing I say is from a book. We are creating the book. The universe speaks through me because I allow it to. I allow it to free flow through me. And we all have the ability to connect to it. I just think this is the conduit. All you have to do is plug in. And if you do it, the things we will accomplish. I've seen what's possible. I see the way people react. when you show them kindness, when you love them without them understanding why, if we can get there, it will become contagious, just like the negativity has been. And you know what? It's only a matter of time, because I will be here every day, and we will get through to everybody. And it's going to happen because of you guys. I've said that from the beginning. This show grows because Sig, and because now you. Sig started something. Sig lit a match. He went over, he started talking to Wages, to Scott, to Homegrown, to Rob, to basically Bubba, to everybody out there. And he's like, look, there's a guy over here who's been broadcasting for 600 plus days. They're trying to shut him down. And he did something for me. You know, Sig said he was going through something, and then all of a sudden he found the show. And he tunes in every day now, and he gets his fix. He gets his connection that he needs to, grabs the piece of content he needs to in order to feel great. And that's all I welcome everybody to do. That's why I do 4 to 6 hours, because I know no one's going to come out here and spend all that time with me. Oh, I don't have your email, Rip. Send me an email to my email. I sent it up above. Oh, so I tried to email you and it said the address was not valid. At markpiresrealtalk.com? Hold on, let me try something. I'm going to try that again and just check. What is going on? I'm going to confirm that my email is working. Mark at markpiresrealtalk.com. Look, it's Dr. Evil. I wanted to tell you something, if you could listen up real quick. Test. We're going to test it and see if it works. I hope it friggin' works. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very upset. Let's see. Did it work? Donald J. Trump. Hold on. I should be able to just go to my emails and see if I have one from today. It says I have one from today. Or from yesterday. Hold on. Let me go over here. Rippy, try to send it again. Hold on, let me check the junker. No, I don't have anything in the junkie folder over there. Jackie, you're the best. Oh, you are amazing. You know what, Jackie? That just made my night. I'll tell you what. I'm going to put something in here that you need to see, Jackie. This is a very important thing. And this is a callback. And let's see if Glynis grabs onto this. So Glynis sent me a message, Jackie. This was the first night she found the show. And she said the same thing you just said. And I said this back. And this is what we need to start hashtagging. The hashtag Real Talk Forever Family. Dedicate yourself to show up here once a day. I'm here every day. I'll spend 6 hours with you. You don't have to spend 6 hours, but I will. I'll spend more. There's going to be a day in the future where I'm not going to be able to go off the air. I won't be able to. Be too many people on. And I'll just be like, order food, just bring it in. We're going live for 7 days. No, for 365 days, 24 hours a day. I'll be sleeping behind that curtain. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, it's hard for me to stop broadcasting. Like right now, guys, it's 3:10 in the morning. 3:10. But I love you guys. And I'll stay here and keep broadcasting because the show could just keep going literally forever. But I do want to say, Jackie, I'm so thankful that you found the show, that you're part of the Forever Fam. And Bradley's part of it. And Glynis was the one who started it off. She said, look, Mark, I will be here every day. I'll be here every day of your life, essentially. Because that is my commitment, is to show up every day. And I just hope the day comes where I can spend the time just creating all the time and not doing it right before the show. Can you believe that every single one of these face swaps you've seen, I do right before the show? None of them are scripted. Every single thing is improvised. I've never written a thing. Ever. Every single face swap happens in the moment. And I just improvise as Trump. Just like I do here with you. When I was doing that 15 minutes as Marv, that's what I do in my face swaps. I see the movements of the hands. Like Cuomo's going like this. Look, there's 2 things. I mean, maybe 3. I'm like, look, it could even be 4. I'm like, really 4? And he's like, look, you want me to go for 5? Like, you want to go for 5? No, you don't go for 5. Look, I'll go for 5. I just did it. Like, and I just watch their hand movements and then I improvise off of it, But that's the way it goes. I know, brother. George Rochot knows what's going down. 222 mission. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Subscribe and ding the bell, bro. Or sister. What are you, brother or sister? Just let me know. And Valerie, I'm so glad you're still here. Yeah, Valerie, you know what? It's such a sad world we live in. And as an empath, I feel it more than most. It was like last week, I think I broke down just a bit and kind of cried on the show. I've never done that before. Actually, I've done it once before. There's a time somewhere in the 80 days, 90 days of the show, the first 90 days of the show, where I looked at the camera with 0 people watching me. And I broke down when I realized the gravity of my mission. I realized, and it's somewhere on Instagram, the clip, I realized in the moment that what I was doing meant that I'd basically be losing all my privacy, and every single thing in that moment was coming to the surface. And I was like, everything I'm doing is bigger than me and it has to be done. And there's a reason why this show didn't start until I was 40 years old. It didn't start until December 31st, 2018. I don't know, but it started on New Year's Eve. Isn't that odd? I had no intentions of going live every day for the rest of my life. I had no intentions of going live every day. I just had an intention to go on the air on December 31st, 2018 and tell people, hey, I'm a realtor. Don't forget in 2019, when you need to buy or sell a house, hey, Mark's a realtor. And then day 2, I was like, can you believe my services are free? Like, I do work for my clients for free, hoping they buy something. And you don't pay a thing. The seller pays for my fees. And I'm like, as a buyer, for you to not call a real estate agent and not work with a real estate agent is buffoonery. Because you don't pay for that realtor. Why would you not get someone like me who's going to work above and beyond for you, provide you with information? I got 13 years of building background in order to provide you with valuable information. Why would you not use that when it's free service? So I went out and said that on day 2. And then I think it was day 3. And it's a crazy thing, but I was talking to my brother, and he saw one of the 2 episodes, and he goes, you can't go every day. No one wants to see you every day. And he goes, you know what? You should go like once a week. There's a guy who's got 3 million followers. He goes once a week. Or go like once a month. And I'm like, you know what? Better yet, why don't I go once a year? Why don't I just show up next December 31st on New Year's Eve and be like, hey guys, I'm back. And I said, you know what? When someone tells me I can't do something, there's 2 ways to react. I could say, I believe you, or I could say, I'm going to show you the truth. And so I've been live every day since. And what started as 20 to 30 minutes on multiple platforms turned into an hour very quickly on Instagram, where I did 15 minutes on Facebook and then a full hour on Instagram every single day. I'm still on, Ben. I love you, brother. And then I got to the point where YouTube came along, and then the shows just got out of hand. I said, you know what? I'm going to do a Friday Night Live and a Saturday Night Live every week at 10:30, and we'll go out like 4 hours. We're just going to go nuts. And then every day started to be like 3 hours. As soon as quarantine came along, actually, here was a crazy thing. For about 3 months, there were 2 shows a day. For about 3 months, because I had a studio in my office One of the reasons why I left my old firm and came to this firm is because they were like, we'll build you an office. We'll build you a studio to do real talk. We just want you to sell real estate for us. And we'll build you an actual studio to do a show. And so they bought the backdrop for me. That's the only thing that they bought. That's why their name is on it. If they didn't buy the backdrop, that Berkshire Hathaway would not be on that backdrop. It would just be MARKPIRES Real Talk with the website. The website's not even in there. I didn't even own the website at the time. At the time, this was still a half show. I was not even on YouTube yet. I was still doing straight up Instagram and Facebook when I switched firms. I go to the new firm. I put the backdrop up. Everything starts rolling. I'm on YouTube. And all of a sudden, it's like crickets. 0 to 4 people for 300 days, for almost a year. I never lost my resolve for showing up. And I also never lost my motivation for putting on the best show in existence every single day. And it would be like my wife would be like, oh, you got to go and put your show on for your one viewer? And I'm like, yeah. You know what? Because if one person's on with me, it's my brother or sister there. And if I could light up their world, that is enough for me to put a 4-hour show on. And Sig would say, he's like, I can't believe this guy he's doing 4 hours and there's 4 of us on here. And I didn't understand the world where 300 people are on or 1,000 people are on. I don't know. I've been broadcasting to 0. So my perspective was, hey, I guess I'm a messenger here to leave prophetic messages for a future generation. Someone's going to come across these messages long after I'm gone and be like, geez, it would have been nice to meet this guy. It would have been nice to hear a couple words in person, maybe shake his hand, have a conversation. I want to look in your eyes. I want to see in your soul. I want you to see in mine. I want you to understand that we have some learning to do from each other. And most importantly, we have some love to share with each other. There's a platonic love missing in this world right now. And an anger towards political belief. It's ridiculous. And you can't even have a conversation with people. Nobody will have a conversation anymore. I will talk to anybody about anything. As long as you're willing to hear me out, I'll hear you out. And if you're a buffoon, I'm going to tell you you're a sleepy pooper head. Because that's what we do. As we honestly will speak about everything. My real estate business is about transparency, and so is this show, and every single thing in my life needs to be, because if we are going to get somewhere, it's just by reaching into the depths of your soul and bringing out the truth. Last point I want to make. Every single one of us has a unique genius. Something that we do better than everybody else. Something that there's maybe never been anybody in existence that can do it as well. The only question you should be asking yourself is, how do I find mine? And I'll tell you what, it's not out there. And it's not on the negatube. It's actually right inside of you. You have to search within. But I will tell you, a healthy and hearty breakfast of light from the Real Talk Show, or a dinner filled with just pure positivity, will help you locate it. The only way you can free the restrictions of life is to find yourself in light and positivity. And here we help you do that. I have this weird philosophy about 51%, just like a CEO. If you could be the CEO of your energy flow, you could be the CEO of your happiness, which is just controlling the 51% and up. You know, you are a glass half full, and you will be able to control yourself all the way to 100. But you don't have to stress out and say, I need to be happy. You're like, I just need to be a little bit more than not happy. And if you could do that, you'll be 100% happy. It's just the way it works, you know? Yeah, Rip, that's my email, mark@markpiresrealtalk.com. Send me an email there if you can. And let's see how many people are still on with us. You guys are killing it. I can't believe we're still here at what time? It's 3:30 in the morning. It's going to be a rough day for me tomorrow. 26 people. I can't go off the air till 7 a.m. I love you guys. So crazy. This has been an unbelievable show. You know what I have to do is I have to play another face swap. Okay? But you guys got the full gist of this show tonight, except one more piece. Hold on. I have to play one more little thing here on the guitar. I'm going to play something for you guys, very special, okay? I never took a guitar lesson except for 6 months, and it was to learn one thing I'm about to play for you. And here's the thing. I don't know how to play the guitar. Like, realistically, I know my major chords, but anything I play with lead, or I'm going around, I'm like, I don't know anything. I play what I feel. My whole life. I've written over 200 songs. No one taught me how to write songs. Nobody taught me how to come up with chorus, verse, structure. They come out of me, just like real talk. And just like the celebrity impressions and everything else. So I've located what I'm meant to do with my life. Now the question is, how do we figure out how to get me to do it every day forever and focus on that? I met this lady once when I was like 19, and she was a psychic, and she was a talent rep. And someone from my college was like, hey, you ever thought about acting? You ever thought about doing like work, like photo work? Like, she's like, I'm a model and I make $1,500 an hour, and I think you could probably do something like that and make some money. And I'm like, I'm in college. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. She's like, you should meet my talent rep. Her name is Peggy. So I'm like, I'll meet Peggy. What the hell? Let's go meet Peggy. So I go meet Peggy. Peggy's like, I sit down with her at a diner, and she goes, oh, I swear, guys, I've never seen this. Within a couple seconds, she starts telling me everything about myself. She goes, oh, you're this and you're that and you're this and you're that. And I'm like, what the, who are you? And I had this like mindset. I'm like, look, I'm going to write songs. I'm going to be on stage singing songs tomorrow. I'm going to be rocking out tomorrow in front of the world. And she goes, nope. She said, you're going to do something, but it's going to be later in life, not now. And she goes, I know, you don't want me to tell you this, but she goes, it's going to be a little later in life, but you're going to do something. She goes, and then she goes, you have a green aura. She goes, that means you're a teacher. I said, really? She goes, yep. She's saying all this crazy stuff to me. I never met her in my life, guys. I didn't even speak. I'm sitting in front of her. She's saying this to me. She goes, you're very creative. She starts going through all these things. I said, how do you know this? She goes, oh, I'm a psychic. It's like, what? And she goes, and you have the power too. And I said, really? She goes, yeah, but if you don't pay attention to it and you don't focus in on it, you'll lose it. But if you do. And that's what she said. She goes, but if you do. Now, I definitely lost focus of it for a while. But I'm pretty sure if I spoke to Peggy now, and I said, hey, Peggy, I started a positivity and light program where I just go unscripted and connect to a light that I can't even comprehend, and to information that has never been spoken, but it has in books for a lifetime, for everybody's lifetime. I never read those books. The words just come out from this same energy source. What do you think? She'd say, it sounds like you connected to that thing I told you to connect 2 years ago. So, the only 6 months of guitar lessons I ever took in my life was to learn that. And I walked in there. The first time I walked in, the guy goes, "So what do you want to learn? You want to learn some chords? You want to learn how to write some songs? You want to learn how?" I'm like, "Look, I already know how to write songs. I've already written like 7 or 8 songs. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm writing songs. Do you want to learn leads? Do you want to learn chords?" "No, I want to learn the for release." He goes, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I want to learn the for release." He goes, "What, are you kidding me?" And I said, "Seriously, dude, I want to learn how to play the for release, but not like I said, "I want to hear the." He goes, "It's never been written for a guitar. There are notes in there you can't get." I'm like, "Well, get them for me. Figure it out." He goes, "I'll just take out the stuff you can't play on the guitar, and I'll make you the for release for the guitar." So that's what you have there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's see. I'm missing a lot of stuff here, guys. We're going to change the world, Rip. We are going to change the world. I love you, Rip. You're such a good guy. For release, isn't that such a great song, guys? I love that tune. Unchained melody with a twist. Unchain my heart and let me be. Do I know any Janis Joplin? Yes, I used to play Bobby McGee. I used to also play, what's the other song she sings? I'll sing some Janis for you tomorrow. You want me to sing some Janis for you tomorrow? I'll rock that out. I like that idea. You know what else? Who else we did recently was Joe Cocker. So I got a little bit of that going on. I think there's a song I did. Let me see if I can find it here. If you guys go into the music, hold on, let me find the playlist for music here. I have a MARKPIRES music playlist here that I just dropped a bunch of stuff in lately. Where is it? Uh-oh. No, I don't need you to turn on the music. Where's the stuff, people? Over here. Is it, I can't find the track. But I had a track where at the beginning we do have a little help from your friends, and then we go into like, I think, a Joe Biden bit. Do I know another lullaby? Yeah, I wrote one for my kids. Ooh, sorry. You guys will like this. It's time to go to sleep tonight, sleep tonight, sleep tonight. It's time to sleep and dream tonight. It's time to go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep. It's time to sleep and dream tonight, sleep tonight, sleep tonight. It's time to sleep and dream tonight. It's time to go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep. Time to sleep and dream tonight. Sleep tonight, sleep tonight, and time to sleep and dream tonight. It's time to go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep. 3:33 a.m. Time to go to sleep. Time to go to sleep tonight, sleep tonight, sleep tonight. Time to sleep and dream tonight. It's time to go. Time to go to sleep. My brother Rip. Yeah, Rip, by the way, I'm sure you may have seen, hopefully. But yeah, I sub to Rip as well. Rip is awesome. I'm so glad you liked that. Hadley, I'm so glad you found the show and digging on the Donald Trump show and all of the other silly McGillicuddy stuff that we've got going down, really. Look, I'm going to play you guys one final bit. Della's still with us. I love it, Della. Guys, 27 people here at 3:34 in the morning. I think we're going to have to keep it going. I'm going to play, I know, look, Jackie's like, all right, night, Mark. I'm going to play one more for you guys, okay? Check this out. One more final face swap, okay? Let's see what we got over here. What do we got over here? Bradley. Okay, one more face swap for you guys. It's not going to be crazy, but it'll be funny as all others, hopefully. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick yet. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you just so you get ready for tomorrow. This was episode 1 of the Donald Trump show, and then it will be the final face swap of the night. Here we go.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with the very first episode of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Look, I want to thank you for joining me on a brand new episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to be here every week delivering truth about the Biden campaign because no one's telling you what's really going on. I'm going to pull back the curtain and you're going to see what Joe Biden is really up to. Here we go.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Will somebody please alert Mr. Biden that truth and facts are the same thing? I think he's been watching too much fake news on CNN. Okay, what else do we have from this blubbering train wreck?
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look, though, okay?
Now, first of all, who's the other Biden? Who is the other Biden? I'm wondering, because if it's Hunter Biden, he'll be in jail. But if there's another Biden, perhaps he can actually complete a sentence. That Biden I'd like to hear from. Okay, let's see what else we've got.
Trust.
Like his strange hold on Defense Secretary Ash Carter's wife, Stephanie.
Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing this for years. He's a creeper. And we're going to put a stop to him.
I like the way your hair smells. Let me give you a little kiss here.
And can you believe? Look at how he's touching that little girl. Honestly, I'm a little worried about that little girl. Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing all kinds of racist things for years. I'm just going to show you a few of the clips. Take a look at this one, for example.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Look, I'm surprised you guys are fine with hearing Joe Biden say you need an Indian accent in order to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I've been to Dunkin' Donuts many times. I don't have an Indian accent. But let's continue on. I have a lot more to play for you. Now check out this clip, for example.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Racist Joe strikes again. Poor kids are just as talented and bright as white kids? What does that even mean? This is getting good, guys. What's next?
Play the radio. Make sure make sure you have the record player on at night.
Really, Joe? That's a good idea. We'll get the record player out. How about we go and actually light a fire and we do smoke signals? How about that? What do we have next from Sleep Sofa Joe?
Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
The question is, do you know the thing, Joe? Do you know the thing, Sleep Sofa Joe? The thing, Joe, is that we are all created equal. That's right. God is the creator of all, not Satan and your adrenochrome. Okay, let's get one more at least. How about one more?
I'm not going to be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom.
Did Sleep Sofa Joe just say he has to go do a poop-a-doop? I think he said it right in front of his crowd. I would never say that right in front of my crowd. If I'm going to take a poop-a-doop, I'm doing it on my own time, not in front of people. I don't know. It's a little weird there. Look, let's give him a chance to redeem himself. One more, okay?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Wow. Really? Look, I'm not sure what else to say after watching that ridiculousness. But that's Sleep Sofa Joe. Are you going to vote for that guy? How about you? Look, if that's the case, this world's crazy.
Oh, my goodness. So much fun, guys. Did Kenley, did you like that or not like that? Poopa poopa doop, Brian Oakley. Look, I'm telling you guys. I'm trying to figure out whether or not from that message if Kenley either liked that or didn't like that. But look, that's the Sleep Sofa. I'm sorry. I can't control that he poops his pants. And he says that he's Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. He's going to beat himself, really. Oh, my goodness. Jackie needs a lullaby. It's too funny. Poop-a-doop, Brian Oakley said it. Okay, so look, I almost have to play one more for you guys, okay? I know Ambi says she works with Alzheimer's patients. Like, I felt bad for him too. There's a couple of episodes you're like, geez, this guy's a freaking Sleep Sofa. Let's play one more, okay? This is episode 2. I just want you to see episode 2, okay? Because you need to see where we went with that right after episode 1. And then you will hopefully go tomorrow and watch the rest of these because it's in the playlist, every Donald Trump show. I got to drop episode 29 tomorrow, which I'm a little nervous about with the... You know what? I'm going to play episode 29 again. I want you guys to watch it with me because tell me if this is over the edge. I don't think it is. I think by taking out the to the bad word that he said, I think it was okay. Let's do it, okay? We're going to get rid of that one. Good. I don't want to see it. That's a bad one.
Where's the proper one, the 29? Where did you put the 29? I don't see it now. Wait a second. Where did you put it in there?
Maybe I lost it. Oh, here we go. All right, so guys, tell me if this is okay to drop tomorrow. Jackie wants to see it. Here we go, guys. 11's got a second wind. 11, I call that the second, third, fifth wind. Okay. 222, you're awesome. I call it the second, third, fifth wind. Okay, here's my thinking on it. Sometimes you get a second wind, yeah. But then, like, when you're going for a third wind, you don't freaking need it. You skip the third, skip the fourth, and go right to the freaking fifth wind. I got a fifth wind, guy. Check this out. This is take 2 of the Donald Trump Show, episode 29. And let me know if you guys are okay with this going live.
It's Amaryl and Jameson live from the studio. We head to Donald Trump, who's home from Walter Reed Hospital after a bout with coronavirus. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to episode 29, the Donald Trump Show. That's right, I'm back. Just back from Walter Reed, Dwayne Reed's brother. That's right, we got all of the good stuff from Dwayne. He was like, look, what do you need, Donald? My brother Walter called. He said, look, we have the President of the United States in today. What do you got? Any special prescriptions over at Dwayne Reed? So they stopped by. That's where I went in my Suburban. I went to go pick up my prescriptions from Dwayne Reed. Why are you guys giving me such a hard time for going to get my prescriptions? Look, it was a very scary time, touch and go, for a couple of days there. I wasn't feeling too good, and then now I feel like phenomenal. You know, I feel like they gave me something I'm superhuman. I mean, maybe I'm immune, I don't know, but one thing is for sure, I'm winning big league. The problem is that you're just, like, weak, you know? You think I take off my mask and all of a sudden you're gonna get coronavirus? I'm like 75 feet away from the reporters. But I guess, I may have extra superpowers when it comes to sharing coronavirus. I was built in the image of my father. Jor-El, you may have heard of him from Superman. That's right. Some people call me Superman, but I prefer Super Trump. And yeah, well, so what the hell? I passed the coronavirus to a few people like I'm the first one to do it. I mean, seriously? It's important that you understand that COVID-19